Assalamualaikum. This is for course PAD390 and we are from class 4D. Our group would like to present about the effect of KEMAS in development rural residents in Malaysia, and this slide is prepared for Miss Jenny Wati binti Muhammad Jodi. Before we start our presentation, let me introduce our team. We have 4 members in our team. The first one is NURSABRINA SHAHIRA binti Muhammad ZAHURI, and she will explain about the introduction and the conclusion. The next one is me. My name is NURFAZIRA binti ANUWAR, and I will explain about the initiative by KEMAS. And the next one is Muhammad AQIF AFFANDI bin ABDULLAH. He will explain about the challenges faced by KEMAS. And the last members is NURFAZIRA binti NORFAIZA. She will explain about the program initiative by KEMAS. For the table of content, we will explain about the introduction of KEMAS, program initiative by KEMAS, challenges faced by KEMAS, and the last one is conclusion.
My name is NURSABRINA SHAHIRA binti Muhammad ZAHURI. My student number is 2021109255. I will talk about the name KEMAS. Community Development Department is an acronym for Community Development. The Adult Education Division used to be the name of KEMAS. Through a ceremony performed at the Federal House in 1961, it was formally founded by Young Ahmad Berhormat Tun Abdul Razak bin Hussein. After the country gained independence in 1957, a census was taken that year. It was discovered that 2 billion children between the age of 10 and 14 and 1 billion adults were illiterate. The vision of KEMAS is to act as a driving force for the well-being of rural communities, while the KEMAS mission is to assist rural communities in achieving holistic development.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is NURFAZIRA binti NORFAIZA. So today I'm going to talk about program that initiated by KEMAS. KEMAS has 6 primary topics that they covered, which is KEMAS skill classes, including cooking, sewing, personal grooming, family welfare education, handcraft, and computers. These classes are held at the KEMAS Community Activity Center, KEMAS Sewing Center, KEMAS Cooking Center, KEMAS Kindergarten Premises, Balai Raya Dewan Orang Many or private premises. Objective of KEMAS. The objective of the program is empowering early childhood education through social-emotional, physical, intellectual, and spiritual development based on standards that have been set in the line with the National Preschool Standard Curriculum, KSPK, and the Permata National Curriculum. Provide quality and recognized skill training to strengthen the economy of rural families, strengthening of social economics of harmonious, successful, and prosperous rural communities. It is also improve the development of appropriate human capital through human resources development programs based on competency development and career advancement, attitude, skill, and knowledge. Now we move to impact of KEMAS. The policy and the strategic planning divisions move in support of development and strengthening of rural areas by planning and implementing data gathering tasks on the socio-political information at grassroots levels in support of country's development agenda. The division consists of 6 main impacts. First is to provide a policy framework and macro strategy for the Community Development Department, KEMAS, which involves link and with the preparations of the long-term plan framework and Malaysian 5-year plan by federal agency, especially the Economic Plan Unit, Prime Minister Department, as well as the coordinations and demands of MRRD stakeholder. Second is to ensure that all planning and implementations of programs or projects are implemented according to the set goals and policies. The third is to ensure the clarifications of policies and strategies of KEMAS and MRRD in understood by the implementers, target groups, and other stakeholders of the programs. The fourth is to promote and exchange the involvement of government agency, private sector and non-governmental organization. The fifth is to plan, evaluate and improve the effectiveness of development programs, whether in-house or outsourcing. The sixth is provide complete department databases covering program and project data for research, planning and evaluations purpose.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh to Miss Jenny. So I will explain about my part. My name is Nur Fatimana binti Anwar and my student ID is 202112241. Okay, so for the initiative, I will explain about the 4 points. The first one is the implement early childhood education digital transformation plan. Okay, so the Social Development Department KEMAS will implement the early childhood education digital transformation plan in 700 tabika premise this year, and it involves providing better internet access. KEMAS have collaborated with the Minister of Rural and Regional Development and the Ministry of Communication and Multimedia. This will benefit nearly 200,000 KEMAS kindergarten children in Malaysia, and it is estimated that about 15% of kindergarten have internet access problem. The teacher too will be given digital learning training and handling digital teaching and learning too. And it is estimated that about 15% of kindergarten have internet access problem, especially in Sabah and Sarawak. The next point is receive 1.18 million from Petronas. This is aimed to enable the kindergarten tabika of the Community Development Department KEMAS in Matu, Sarawak to have their own premises. Matu is one of the rural areas of the village in Sarawak. There are more than 20 villages in Matu district such as Kampung Jemoreng, Kampung Tiang, Kampung Bawang, Kampung Sekaan Kecil and so on. And Petronas will providing classroom using 6 wood billion types and 2 stone classroom in Kampung Loba Balu, Kampung Sekaan Besar, Kampung Sejahtera Rumah Panjang Gangga, Beruang Rumah Panjang Muring, Teluk Delok and Kampung Jemoreng. The next point is introduce 4 stream. Stream is stand for Science, Technology, Religion, Engineering, Arts and Mathematics. Actually, before stream established, KEMAS have STEAM, which is stand for Science, S Science, T Technology, E Engineering and Mathematics for the M letter. This is conceptual framework in learning and teaching is based on natural learning, and it is also a basic requirement of employment in the future. For example, KEMAS in Perlis took the initiative to introduce a stream learning module named Agrotechnopreneur, and this is to provide exposure about modern agriculture that is very close to the children's experience and can attract interest in learning at Tabika. The last point for my part in the initiative by KEMAS is establish program Wings. Program Wing especially in Sarawak. Okay, so Wings is the Wanita Inspirasiku is a new program of the Community Development Department KEMAS under the management of the Skill Education Division BBK. This is to aim of empowering the role of women in the family and society. This program Wings is the continuation of the Rural Development Hope Plan Ministry of Rural Development KPLB under Core 5 Empowering Rural Women. KEMAS is also provides other programs such as the short-term skill course KKJP, which involves the first of sewing, cooking, personal grooming, handicraft and so on. That's all for my part. Thank you, and we will move on to the next part. Assalamualaikum.
Hi, I am Muhammad AQIF AFFANDI bin ABDULLAH. My matrix number is 2021 1075 and 21. And I'll be talking about the challenges that KEMAS had to go through. The first thing is rural development. At its core, emphasizes results. It involves state-directed change. It's interdisciplinary and aims to improve rural residents' quality of life. Income, productivity, poverty, infrastructure, health, education, and more. For the next one, the problem is poverty. Rural communities have poor road access to agriculture supplies and markets. No highways connect rural poor to urban technical development and rising markets. Rural poor people are socially isolated due to poor communication infrastructure. For the next part, we have people not agreeing with KEMAS setting up facilities in their area. Due to culture shock, some locals may not like what KEMAS has to offer. KEMAS department expansion may damage its reputation. Community leaders and resource providers often narrowly define community development. People often confuse it with economic infrastructure, educational and company development. For the last problem is change is not comfortable for them. Rural gate guardians socialize. Small rural community development may be the hardest here. Gate guards are often long-time village residents from when rural towns thrived. As parents, they prospered. Support continues. They don't want a new community development taking theirs. These people often say we don't need that, or it was good enough for me when I was growing up, to oppose bigger social changes. Gatekeepers must be involved early to solve their problem. Gatekeepers and change hinder community development. That's all. Thank you.
In a nutshell, KEMAS has done their best in order to achieve their objective to helping rural communities achieve comprehensive development. There's a lot of program that has been initiated by KEMAS which has successfully improved the rural communities' comprehensive development. The government is serious about developing rural areas because they contribute to states and countries' economic income. To achieve this goal, the government has implemented a variety of policies as well as strategies and programs. All of these efforts aims to improve rural communities' access to economic, health, education, and other social services. Furthermore, it aims to reduce community problems that are closely related to social and economic aspects.
So, that's all from our group about the effort of KEMAS in development rural resident in Malaysia. Thank you to Ms. Jenny for listening and watching our slide. Have a nice day. Thank you and Assalamualaikum.